This video is sponsored by Surfshark. Hey, what is up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be sharing my best drag racing tips, how to launch your car perfectly, how to do the perfect wheelie nearly 100% of the time, and yeah, just how to be the best on the strip. Let's get straight into it. Right, just to clarify, when I say throttle at 100%, that means 100% down, and if I say 50%, that means halfway. So I was just clarifying it so you guys properly understand. And just for this example, I'm going to put 100% of the throttle down and then let go of R1. And then I want you to keep an eye on how long I take to get off this white line. So this is me fully accelerating and letting go of the throttle. As you see, I made quite a big number 11 there, for an all-wheel drive car. And it looks fast, but you can get it way faster. So now this is me trying to perfect it. As you see, the car squats and actually goes. That is a lot faster than the first one. So this is how I want you guys to test the car. So first, just start off with 90% down. And I find it kind of hard putting 90% of the throttle down. Don't worry if you can't do it. If it's 90, 80, doesn't really matter. So once you got 90%, and as you see, too much wheel spin. So I'm going to go now to 80%. So I'm just going to keep going up the board. So now I'm doing about 80%. And 80% like works perfectly. Now I know every time I want to launch the T20, I go with 80%. And as you see, it goes off the line really fast. Sometimes like it's so fast that when another person is looking at you, they think that you're lagging, that you launch that quick. Now I want to stress, once you've actually lowered your car, if you're planning to do so, which I do recommend because it is faster on the strip, then the whole physics changes. So now that my car's lowered, I'm going to do 80% of throttle. And it wheel spins. So now I'm going to go 70. And yeah, there we go. 10% less on the T20. But with other cars, you'll have a way more less of a throttle input when you lower your car. Especially when you do a rear wheel drive car. Now let's get into wheelies. And I'm going to show you guys my method of getting near a perfect wheelie like 80% of the time. What? Oh my god. Why are people like this? Noob, I have your IP. Oh my god. Now occasions like this are the sole reason I use Surfshark. Now we all know there's malicious people out there, and that's why you need that extra layer of security. Now Surfshark is an app or a browser extension that can virtually place your device in another country. Now if someone like this was successfully able to obtain your IP, to them, you'll be in another country. I'm from the UK, and I might have my VPN setting on America, and they'll see that I'm in America. And now this is why I like Surfshark so much. It's not only got one use case. There's been so many videos on YouTube where I've wanted to watch them, and then it just says that it's not available in your country. Well, with Surfshark, you can actually change the country, and then refresh the page, and there we go. Now the video is available for you to watch. And Surfshark actually doesn't monitor or store any data of yours. And exclusively for you guys, there's a link in the description. You can use the promo code HELLAFLUSH and you can get 83% off and 3 months free. I mean, this is a win case all round. You guys should definitely check out Surfshark. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of show you a worst case scenario. So a lowered Pariah, a lot of torque and a lot of wheel spin. And normally this is how you would launch. And then you see a massive number 11 and it slows you down so much. So what I'm doing now is I'm doing about 30% throttle. And as you see, 30% throttle does it. So you might have a worse car like the Banshee 900R, which might have a tiny bit more wheel spin. And that's it really. You can eliminate all wheel spin and you can make your car a lot faster. Now you know how to get off the line. But what about after that? So now we're going to try the clutch kick. And with the Pariah, it's very apparent. Some cars you can't do it. I'll show you how to do all-wheel drive in a second. So a lot of people wait till they shift into gear 2. So I have no sound on. So I'll probably guess the car's mileage at like at 30 miles an hour. Let's see if I'm right. Well, yeah. So just, cruising kind of speed, like traffic kind of speed. And then now I want to do the maneuver that I show on screen. So my accelerator down and I'm going to tap R1 and then accelerate. So from standstill, you're gonna go, you're gonna be on R2, let go of R2, tap R1, and then go back on R2 again. So on Xbox, you're gonna be on RT because you're driving. Then you're gonna let go of RT, tap RB, and then go back on RT again. Just like that. So now I'm just gonna time it. I'm just gonna time the difference between if I was just to go normally. So I'm gonna start at this first yellow arrow and then end it right at the end of those white strips. So let's just park here so I can measure it next time. So go. So you guys see how long that takes. And now I'm going to try and do it with the launch and dumping the clutch. So same line. Launch. Dump the clutch. Now in the grand scheme of this, 0.5 seconds might not feel like a lot. And when I'm passing that white line, I'm probably at like 90 miles an hour. Where the other person that didn't do the launch and double clutch is probably at like 70. So at the end of the strip, you've got much more of a gap. Now I must stress that even though I'm doing it with an all-wheel drive car, some cars, they go slower if you dump the clutch, which you want to test that out. You want to test if your car actually is going faster. And also some cars don't even do it at all. They'll like stall the car and then restart the car. And this is because of a patch that GTA did with few cars, and then they brought back being able to dump the clutch. So some cars literally stall for like 5 seconds. I think the Neuro is a good example of a really fast launch, a lowered one anyway. So this is the normal launch, quite slow, and this is a launch. As you see, it's so much faster. So this one might be a bit complicated to explain without a diagram, but with an all-wheel drive vehicle, the same way you did it before, where you let go of acceleration and then tapped R1 on the rear wheel drive car, the same kind of video you saw of me tapping R1 and then accelerating, when you press R1 this time, you're going to want to press L2 as well. So you're going to want to press the brake and the handbrake at the same time. So accelerate, I'm accelerating, and then when I let go of the accelerator, I'm going to press R1 and L2 at the same time. So R1, L2, and then go. So I'll try that again. Accelerate, R1, L2, go. So Xbox, all you're doing is handbrake and brake at the same time. So rolling, handbrake and brake, and then go. So I really hope you understood that one. I know that one might be a bit complicated. If you don't get it, please let me know, and I'll try and explain it in text. Okay, so now how to do the perfect wheelie. Now I used to be so bad at this, but now about 80% of the time I can do a perfect wheelie. Sometimes you're just unlucky with the terrain where your car will smash off the terrain. But anyway, this is how I do it. Okay, so this one definitely needed a diagram because it's really hard to explain. I'm holding in R1, so handbrake and fully accelerating, and then as soon as I let go of R1, I'm going to lift my R2, so throttle at 50% for like 2 seconds, and then straight back onto R2. Now if your car has less power, when you take the throttle to 50%, you want to keep it there for like half a second if you've got a really slow car, or if you've got an even faster car, you leave it at 50 seconds for a longer time. So I just recommend you to keep watching back my diagram of my controller, because this one is really hard to explain. So that's it guys, let me know if this helped in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.